We have a major reality check for you tonight. It deals with illegal immigrants and the idea that building a wall would solve everything.
Well, the truth is it takes a lot more than that, including a big change from the very top, the President of the United States. Dan Plant spent the day at the border, and he is here now with some very eye-opening a look at what is happening down there. Dan?
Oh, my goodness. I know it opened my eyes, that is for sure, and I thought I'd seen a lot. First of all, you might be surprised to know that 9 out of 10 illegals that are captured on our border are released back here in San Diego. Think about that. 9 out of 10 are still here in San Diego. All they have to do is say the magic words. So I spent the day with a man named Chris Harris. He is with the National Border Patrol Council. He gave me a tour of the border and a reality check of what's really happening down there.
So something as simple as the whitewash on the fence, you can see it's typically brown.
It's one of the most dangerous places in America, the border between Mexico and San Diego. Some say build a wall and we'll be safe. Truth is, there is no wall and there never has been.
I like to point out to people that the wall is a misnomer. It's a fence. We keep saying walls. Nobody builds walls anymore around prisons. That was all old school. Now it's all fences. A wall is ridiculously expensive. So I think when anybody says wall, I have to guess that they mean a fence.
And it's a fence that's been growing, at least along the San Diego-Mexico border.
So the fences are effective as long as you have the agents and the infrastructure to back it up. If you don't, then they'll be torn down quickly.
If you spend some time with the Border Patrol, you'll find a complex formula to keep the border safe. It takes more than a fence. It takes people, a resource that is in short supply.
We're about 2,000 agents below the level that Congress set for the minimum level for the Border Patrol. So manpower is becoming an issue throughout the United States. It's not a secret. That's something that they need to fix.
That's not the only thing that needs fixing. Even if thousands of agents were hired and every illegal is captured, the policy from the top is letting them go as fast as they are caught.
When we ask people why they're coming here, the answer is invariably the same. And it's not the president. They actually say Obama said it's okay to come. So there's a belief that they will remain, and the belief is true.
As a result of this belief or policy, immigrants detained in the U.S. are quickly released. As long as they claim political asylum, they are processed and let go on this side of the border.
In a way, we're just a welcoming crew. We're a Walmart welcoming crew. It's really disheartening to our guys to know we have control of the border, but all you have to do now is say you have a credible fear and you're going to be released.
So no matter how many fences, cameras, or agents say the right thing and get a free pass back to the streets of the U.S.
We're going to take them to the trolley stop at the Santa Cita trolley, and we're going to let them go.
What you're looking at here is referred to as the Duncan Hunter Wall, the former congressman who worked very hard to get this up. In fact, it's made out of old military material that the military wasn't using anymore. Now I want to show you how close we are to Las Americas, the shopping mall down here. There is a third fence, however, to prevent people from going into the mall. But as you can see, they have their ways of getting over. The barbed wire is put there to keep them from going over, but you can see they stomped on the barbed wire and then they crawl over the fence. A couple of seconds later, there they are in the parking lot of the shopping mall.
That is the only thing that prevents you from coming into the United States.
Which is nothing.
Which is nothing.
Since then, another layer of fencing has been added, closing up huge gaps where people would simply walk into the United States. These days, some of those people are even scarier than the drug cartels.
Not just one or two, but lots of people that mean harm to this country are slipping in. Everything from criminals to terrorists.
In fact, we don't really know who's being caught and released. Many of these people work off of a script, and they say the magic words, asylum.
Every day has to be by the hundreds, if not close to 1,000, every single day.
In the end, it's a matter of politics from the very top. The message is out.
One of the things we actually absolutely have to have is the President of the United States and the Secretary of Homeland Security to come out and say, look, this is a treasured system. It's being abused. It's going to stop today.
Yeah, but that's the way it is right now, and the word is out. You remember that thing in Central America where they were actually putting out flyers telling people, come to America, right. Obama is welcoming you. And that's why we had that influx of Central Americans. And as he told me, these days, they don't run from the Border Patrol. They run to the Border Patrol because the Border Patrol takes care of them under our current policy. Yeah. If you need food, if you need blankets, medicine. There was one story that he told me today. that there's a guy who snuck over here. He got arrested, said, I'm from Mexico, but I have a heart condition. They brought him to the hospital. He is going to get free heart surgery here in the United States after sneaking across the border. So we take care of these people like they're our own children.
So in a sense, they're rewarded for crossing the border.
They are rewarded. That is exactly what he was telling me. And they don't have to run, because we'll take care of them. He even went so far to say, as when they do ship them back over the border, we send food with them and blankets with them, so they're okay on that side of the border. So I mean, there's really this policy of, back in the day, right? They would take them and they would take them on a bus across the other side of the border and drop them off. Now they're dropping them off at the San Ysidro bus station on this side of the border. Can you make any sense out of that?
Wow.
No.
It's definitely an eye-opening report.
Right.
You
And
can
then,
see the frustration of the agents.
The agents are frustrated, and they're frustrated to the very top, and that is President Obama. And of course, what he said about Congress, that money has been approved for 2,000 new agents. They just haven't spent it on the agents.
Yeah.
This stuff has all been approved.
No sense whatsoever.
Yeah, your head spins when you hear these things.
Yeah.
And so we thought we'd bring a little head spinning to you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does.
It really
All right.
does.
Good job.
All right.
Thank you, Dan.